Hi all, I'm Charlie Manning, Open Science Manager at the Focus Ultrasound Foundation, and I'm going to be giving a brief overview of the Foundation's current open science policies and announcing some new ones coming in 2023. I'll also give an update on our journal outreach program. I'll start by discussing our current requirements for funded research. Firstly, all research resulting from Foundation awards must be made publicly and freely available. This means publishing in an open access or hybrid journal. The Foundation is glad to support this practice by reimbursing all associated publication fees entirely. Secondly, a final report of all Foundation-funded research must be deposited in our preprint server, Focus Archive, for publication. This site is freely accessible to all. And thirdly, the Foundation reserves the right to ask funded researchers to deposit their study data in public repositories or to allow us to deposit it there ourselves. We have a Foundation-branded general data repository, which can be used for this, as well as a specific immuno-oncology one in which we require certain immuno-oncology data be deposited. Both are hosted on the Center for Open Sciences platform. And those are our existing requirements. Starting January 1st of 2023, there will be a fourth requirement. All research funded by the Focus Ultrasound Foundation must be published with a data availability statement. A data availability statement discloses A, whether or not data is publicly available, and B, if so, where the data can be accessed. It does not mandate that researchers make their data fully available, although we do strongly encourage that they do. It does require transparency on the matter. We feel this is a very reasonable thing for researchers to do and hope it will encourage more open data behavior. Next up, I'd like to talk about some practices which, though not yet requirements, the Foundation strongly encourages researchers it funds to engage in. It is our expectation that researchers make the data, code, and materials involved in their research publicly available whenever legally and ethically possible. These artifacts and resources are often very central to the research that was conducted. Their availability is thus vital to both understanding the work that was done and reproducing or building on it. While not currently mandated, the Foundation is looking to make such transparency a requirement of funding in the future. The Foundation also expects the research it funds to be reported transparently and clearly. We thus ask researchers to consult standards from the Equator Network and use those most appropriate to report their research. Pre-registration of preclinical and technical research is another practice we encourage. When possible, we ask researchers to pre-register their study and analysis plans prior to conducting the work. We feel this practice resonates with the core tenets of sound scientific research. By recording scientific intentions and plans in a publicly accessible space, pre-registration both increases general insight into a given research endeavor and buoys accountability and research integrity overall. We do understand that pre-registering research is still relatively new to many of those in our research community, and we appreciate that there is some natural hesitance to picking up the practice. For that reason, we're launching an incentive program in 2023 for researchers to pre-register their work. We want to reward researchers in our community who voluntarily begin engaging in this practice, and we hope this will tip the scales for a few who have been considering re-registering but have not yet done so. More details of this program will be announced in early 2023. And now I'd like to say a few words about our journal outreach program. We launched this initiative over 2 years ago now in the summer of 2020, with the goal of working with journals in the field of focused ultrasound research to increase standards of openness and transparency. We wanted to assess the landscape of open science policies in our research ecosystem, and then turn around and use this understanding to craft individualized policy recommendations for journals and establish dialogues with them on how to publish more openly. Now, 2 years on, we have open dialogues on these issues with multiple journals and have provided policy recommendations to many more. Of the 20 journals we targeted in our initial outreach, we've engaged 11 in discussions regarding how they could update their publication policies to improve openness. Some of these discussions, such as those with IEEE transactions on ultrasonics, ferroelectrics, and frequency control, medical physics, and the Journal of the Acoustical Society of America, have influenced their current policy changes for the journals or planned ones for the future. Additionally, in August of 2022, we sent out another batch of policy recommendation letters to top journals in our field, this time 12 of the top publishers of focused ultrasound research. 4 of these 12 were journals who were not previously in the top 20 FUS publishers, and we were pleased to see when we assessed their open science policies that all 4 had stronger than average for the field publication policies when it came to issues such as data and materials transparency, and reporting standards. We hope this is reflective of a larger trend wherein up-and-coming journals in every field are adopting more progressive publication policies so that the results of research can be shared more widely and leveraged more effectively. We will continue to urge journals in our field to update their policies, and we will continue to assess those journals' policies and provide targeted recommendations for how to increase the openness of their published research. Thank you all for your time. You can find more information about our policies at the Open Science page on our website, or reach out to me directly. We're excited to be moving forward with our Open Science initiative and hope others in our research ecosystem will share in our desire for a more open, accessible, and interoperable status quo, and will join us in pushing towards it. Thank you.